Brent Barry and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. To the paint. Here's Green. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Curry. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Green. Here's Şengün. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Solid job of moving the ball by Green, setting up a teammate.
To the middle. Here's Green. Some nice passing by Golden State. Shot's good from Butler.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
On the wing, Thompson. Back to Van Vliet. Out to Brooks. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Here's Van Vliet. 5 to shoot. Green, no luck.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Lets the 3 fly. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Back to Butler. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Butler's got 5 now.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort. He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And here is Butler following Fred VanVleet's 3. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his 3-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good. Now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A.
Well, on the attack, Jimmy Butler playing with that edge.
And Jimmy Butler put together, Brent, one of the all-time playoff runs, leading the Heat to the finals in 2023.
Yeah, you don't want to live in or dwell on the past, but man, Miami being the 8th seed that year, Kevin, and with Jimmy putting up 38 a game in that first round against the Bucks. The guy earned the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. What a run.
Over to the wing. Moody's shot is off.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And the Warriors making a change here. In the corner, it's Whitmore. Eason with it. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Kuminga. And there's the drive. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Just a great setup there. You can see how Jimmy Butler enjoys making plays.
Here's Adams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Rockets trailed by 3. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot by Eason, no good. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. There's the three. A shot off that time. At the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Warriors ahead, leading by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Houston, Texas.
17.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
To the inside.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
There's Green with the 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors leading by 7. In the corner, it's Hield. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. No good with the triple. Lets it fly. And that one goes long. Poked away. It's stolen by Kuminga. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. All right, Brent, quickly. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. He continues to put himself into situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly. His game is going to continue to grow.
The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Hield can't hit.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate. And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to talk to his guys. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Curry driving to the basket. And he converts the layup. Curry's got his first points in this one.
Swift movements from Curry. The moment that opening was there, he was in it.
Brooks misses. Warriors leading by 8. Pass to Podziemski. Butler. Butler making it happen inside.
Timeout.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now the Rockets with it. Thompson for three. Draymond Green pulls it in. So it's the Warriors now. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. Pass to Moody. Stolen by Van Vliet. And they get it. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And there's the strength and determination Van Vliet's known for. He battles nonstop.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
2 minutes.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Golden State moving it around. The kick outside to Butler. Oh, Butler draining the three.
I love how competitive Jimmy Butler is. You know he's not going to let the opposition get the best of him.
Kicks it out to Van Vliet. And Houston again with the bucket. 1:05 left now here in the second. Shots good from Butler. Butler's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
And this is the type of scorer that Jimmy Butler can be, especially when he's getting to his spots.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Houston shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Kicks it out to VanVleet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Eason. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They lead by 11. And Green gets it to go.
You're not going to throw Draymond Green off his game. That's his job to do it to you, staying focused there. He gets the contact and makes it.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Moody's shot is off.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And so we conclude the first half. Warriors lead by 11. And we'll be back with you right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Warriors leading by 11. Curry with the bounce pass. Shot by Hield, nobody around, and he's good on the three ball. Hield's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Warriors. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. And a miss there off the inbound.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Inside. And stolen by Şengün. down low. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Count that one. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Curry doing it again with the quickest releases we've ever seen.
Van Vliet attacking. The shot's good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Shot by Podziemski, no good. Thompson with it. Kuminga picks him up. Three-pointer. Thompson misses.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And it's Stephen Curry with a three.
3 points.
Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
The Warriors making a switch here. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Now here's Curry. He's got 13. It's rebounded by Şengün. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Got a piece of it. Here's his
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Rockets trailed by 12. Smith on the wing. Houston moving the ball around. On the wing, Holiday. Rocket 6. Back to Eason. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Warriors leading by 12. Butler in the corner.
Man, Looney is so long, gets up there and flushes it.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Pass to Eason. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Eason's got 4 points now in the quarter. Looney with it. The kick outside to Butler. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Well, when Butler's this focused, defenders, beware.
And Adams with the slam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Right wing. Puts up a 3. Shot by Eason, no good. Pass to Kuminga, to the inside. And here is Butler. Outside, Kuminga. Buries it from three-point range. Kuminga's got 9.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Pass to Kuminga. To the paint. And stolen by Eason. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's deflected. Now Butler. 18 points for him. Here's Spencer. Three-pointer Hield. Another three for Golden State. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Warriors on top.
The Warriors, 61.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here's Holiday. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Pass to Curry. On the wing, Hield. The three-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And it's Smith missing. Warriors leading by 13. In the corner, it's Hield. Now Butler. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple. Butler's got 21 in the game.
Nice to see Butler drain the three ball. This really opens up the rest of his game.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Personal foul.
They throw good, Smith.
At the line for you.
Smith hits them both. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age, and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Here's Whitmore. Some solid defense from Butler.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Second team foul.
Three from the inbound. It's rebounded by Houston.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And a wide open look for Whitmore. The Rockets again can't hit. Pass to Curry. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
Jump ball.
Eason with it. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. I mean, that's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Warriors leading by 15. To the middle. Hield with the bucket.
A little tease there from Buddy Hield, showing his explosiveness. Undersized, but able to convert inside.
The Rockets again can't hit.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Inside, Thompson. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Look at Green just taking off and throwing it down right in the face of the defense.
Rockets foul. That's it. Second personal.
First free throw is good.
Team foul.
He's perfect from the line this time. Rockets trailed by 17. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
With his athleticism, Green plays a lot bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
Here's Thompson. Brooks outside. And some nice passing there by Houston. And it's Green missing. Warriors leading by 15. Here's Curry. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hield. And Curry has it in the corner. Traps in the tray. Curry's got 19 points.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Rockets foul. Jalen Green. Third personal.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
Team foul.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
And here's Houston. They trail by 18. And Smith with the stuff.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Five on the clock. Here's Podziemski. And again, no good by Golden State. Eason gets a wide open look. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Warriors with possession here. It's a 13-point game. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Holiday. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win.
The dynamic duo did that, boy. Jimmy kept us in the game. Curry bring us home. Damn, only 5 shots. 13 points on 5 shots, bro.